I mean?
You trying to take him out, huh?
You're damn right. Ja Rule is a diva. I mean?
I got you, dog.
You can't, never. You know he be right?
No.
Yeah, man, some styling his clothes and
You know, it's another black man in this industry going through some unfortunate, circumstances. And so, I wish him luck as well with everything he's going through. And
they got this new breed of rapper that's paying DJs to play. Right. You know what I'm saying? They sucking the record label executive, and it's like there's too much of that going on.
Yo, I didn't know they was doing anything freaky until Ja came out and said, yo, y'all didn't want to be in there because there's a lot of freaky things going on. So I guess that was one of those freak off sections.
You like dancing with the devil in the pale moonlight? The Diddy doo-wop? Looking motherfucker. Are you Illuminati pick me bitch?
Can we talk about how DMX was out here exposing the rap game decades before anyone else dared to speak up? Back in the early 2000s, X didn't just come for Ja Rule's sound. He accused him of doing some questionable things behind closed doors to stay in the spotlight. DMX was calling out rappers for sleeping with label executives to secure deals, and now with everything that's been going on with Diddy, it's looking like X might have been onto something. Now let's fast forward to today, and Ja Rule's recent moves have fans giving him the side eye all over again. After Homeland Security raided Diddy's homes in March and all those wild allegations hit the news, Ja popped up on Piers Morgan uncensored, looking shaky, defending Diddy and calling the charges unfortunate circumstances. And while Ja was quick to stand up for Diddy after the raids, he's been really quiet since Diddy's arrest. And now the streets are saying that this is because Ja knows there's a tape out there allegedly showing him at one of Diddy's freak-offs. And if that tape is real, it's more proof that DMX was right all along. X was one of the first to blow the lid off the industry, exposing how rappers with big talk and street images might be compromising themselves behind the scenes for fame. This is like the ultimate I told you so moment for the late great DMX. And this story is far from over, so let's get into it and break it all down.
styling his clothes for one of them shows, got him extra seat on one night.
No, dog.
Yeah, Ja Rule was I'm telling you, dog. Oh, my mama. Oh, my mama.
Okay, let's start with some context because Ja Rule's name always seems to pop up whenever those wild rumors about Diddy's freaky parties hit the streets. Nobody is exactly sure how Diddy and Ja first linked up, but the word is Irv Gotti, who produced Ja's early tracks in the mid-90s, probably introduced them. And whatever it was, Diddy clearly saw something in Ja. He took him under his wing. And if you check out the Diddy party photos from the early 2000s, Ja was right there, living it up and getting close with Diddy. But once the rumors about Diddy being on the DL started swirling, every guy in his circle got caught up in the speculation, including Ja Rule. At first, nobody really thought much of Diddy and Ja's friendship. After all, Ja tied the knot with his high school sweetheart, Aisha Murray, back in 2001, right around the time he started rolling heavy with Diddy. And from the outside, nothing about Ja's lifestyle gave off any vibes that there was more going on between him and Diddy. But then in 2022, Diddy's ex-bodyguard, Gene Deal, decided to stir the pot and claimed that he once escorted Diddy on a shopping spree for adult toys in Atlanta. And according to Gene, later that same day, Diddy flew to North Carolina and supposedly put those toys to use in a hotel room with none other than Ja Rule.
Because they gave him a brown paper bag. When they gave him a brown paper bag, he was just putting stuff in there. So I said, damn, he got to go put it on the counter and, show everybody what he's getting. So as he going, I'm just looking at the places where he picking stuff from. So there's one part he picked up some things from up here on my left side. And then he picked quite a few of them down. I'm like, okay. He put them in the bag. So when I went by there and I looked up there and it said butt plugs. And I was like, hey, yo. So I say, yo, what are you getting this for? And it said butt plugs. And he was like, yo, can I do my shopping by myself? I said, yeah, you could do it by yourself, brother. Next thing you know, somebody rang the doorbell. We had the presidential suite where we was at. So I opened the door and the dude said, yo, I'm here for my cousin. I said, who your cousin? And he said, Ja Rule. I said, well, he busy right now. He said, he busy doing what? I said, he with Puff, they're in the room, they busy, they don't want to be bothered. Puff and Ja Rule runs out the room. Puff got his towel, Ja grabbing his towel, but they butt the naked. And so then Ja was like, yo, what's going on? Yo, Gene, that's my cousin. He know me well. You know, and Puff was like, yo, Gene, what happened? I said, he tried to get in the room. I told him he couldn't get in the room. And he was like, Puff looked at Ja. He said, yo, Ja said, you ain't want to go in that room because there's a lot of freaking going on.
Now keep in mind, Gene spilled the tea a whole year before Cassie blew everything wide open with her lawsuit. And once Cassie opened the floodgates, more folks started sharing their stories about Diddy's behavior, and Gene circled back to double down. He claimed Diddy's been moving like this for years, even when he was publicly dating women. And according to Gene, Diddy even used to sneak off to Turkish baths on the low to link up with men.
I knew I used to wait outside of Turkish baths for him. You know what they do in the Turkish baths?
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't? Okay. That's where a lot of gay men meet. And they all take hot baths together. Twice. Sometimes 3 times a week. Me and the driver be outside. He'll run into the Turkish bath.
But Gene isn't the only insider who talked about Diddy and Ja Rule's alleged connection. Jaguar Wright also recently called out Ja, dragging him for disrespecting his wife and accusing him of stepping out, not just with Diddy, but also with his cellmate during his 2-year prison stint for charges and tax evasion. Jaguar claimed Ja was already linked to Diddy before going to prison and supposedly kept that same energy with his cellie behind bars.
I've been so polite with Ja Rule, you know?
Uh-oh.
Like, I've been so polite with that right there, but with all disrespect, you a how the you gonna go to jail and turn on your wife for your cellie? Like, what kind of does that?
Said he chose his cellie over his wife?
He dumped his wife. Yeah, he refused visits, told her not to come. He was right next to Canada. It was a waste of time and money. And then she found the letters of your boo loving up on your cupcake and cellmate, your little fruit. You know, open your mouth. Tell the truth. You know, Gene was talking about you when he had to throw your cousin up there in the piano. He did everything but say your name. Why don't you say it? Why don't you say it? You like dancing with the devil in the pale moonlight? The Diddy doo-wop? Look, motherfucker. Are you Illuminati pick me bitch? Tell the truth and shame the devil.
Sheesh. All right. So along with this whole
Go turn on your wife so you can play hide the soap. You These ain't got no respect for women. They ain't got no respect for women. Woo, they give birth to your children. They put up with all of your They got to listen to everybody gossiping about which bitch when the truth is you're this. And you probably suck better than your girl.
But instead of shutting down all the wild claims from Gene and Jaguar, Ja Rule came through defending Diddy on Piers Morgan Uncensored. When Piers pressed Ja about Diddy and the messy allegations swirling around, Ja looked really uncomfortable before saying he wishes Diddy the best and brushing it off as some unfortunate circumstances.
I think a guy is a friend of yours, which is P. Diddy, Sean Diddy Coombs. What's your take on what's happening with him?
Again, man, you know, it's another black man in this industry going through some unfortunate, you know, circumstances. And so, you know, I wish him luck as well with everything he's going through. And, you know, and if there's victims in this, you know, I can't speak on things that I don't know about Piers. And so I try not to. I try to leave those things to those who do that. That's why people have podcasts and stuff like that. They talk about these things back and forth. I don't really get involved with that, but yeah. I wish everybody, you know, love and pray.
And now check out how Ja initially tried to play it cool and brush off Pierce's joke about Diddy being up in his crib before he awkwardly laughed it off.
Thing with films and things of that nature, you know. So, what's up, Fausto? I'm doing an interview, baby. I'm live on TV. I'll check y'all later. I'll come golf with y'all later. Yeah.
Who's that, Diddy?
But who?
Was that Diddy or Fiddy?
Who? Fausto. That's my guy, Fausto. You got jokes, Piers. I see you got jokes.
Now, Ja could have easily shut down any talk about Diddy before even sitting down with Piers. But instead, he went on record wishing Diddy luck with those so-called unfortunate circumstances. Makes you wonder, right? Well, fans are saying Ja is probably backed into a corner because Diddy could be holding some tapes that Ja definitely wouldn't want out in these streets. But let's give credit to DMX because before Gene Deal, Jaguar Wright, and all these other whistleblowers jumped on the bandwagon of exposing the music industry, it was actually DMX who warned us that most of these rappers that fans idolize do some very questionable things behind the scenes. So DMX and Ja Rule's issues kicked off in the late 90s, right as Ja was rising to fame with Murder Inc. Back then, Ja's raspy voice had people comparing him to DMX, which didn't really sit well with X. He wasn't about to let anyone bite his style, especially not someone he felt was being artificially elevated by the industry. Now, at first, the tension stayed low-key, and Ja would brush off the comparisons, claiming his sound was unique. But DMX wasn't convinced, and he called out Ja in a radio interview, checking him for hiding behind his label boss, Irv Gotti, and accusing Ja of being a fraud.
First of all, man, Gotti.
Right.
I'm saying, me and Gotti, you know what I'm saying? So, what he really need to do is just his business for a minute, you feel me?
Okay.
This ain't got nothing to do with him right now, man. All Murder Inc. This is between me and Ja. Now, if Ja can't handle his own beef, then I understand. I mean, if he think, you know, help, then I understand. But other than that, man, he need to just shut finish, man, for real, man. And that's when I'm gonna drop this song called Rules Out, because I'm just sick of the bullshit. I'm sick of money sounding like me. Smile on my face, he need a fake type, man. I'm just sick of all that. You know, I can't hold it in the butt for so long. Because I'm tired every time I have an interview, or every time I'm on the street, somebody asks me, what's up with him? Sounding like me, you know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? You know, I did it the respectful way, dog. I went to Gotti first. Like, yo, you know, we're on the street, you know, your man. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Yeah, man. He was in denial, you know what I'm saying? The whole way, he was in denial. Well, that's what happens when you know what I'm saying? Don't want to face the truth. You get smacked with the truth.
But that's not all X said. He also claimed he knows for a fact that Ja plays for the other team and had allegedly hooked up with his male stylist.
Is there certain subjects you gonna touch on this, or just like you just going at him?
And being a homo, you know, he be...
No.
Yeah, man. On his clothes, I got the inside information, man. Some style in his clothes for one of them shows, got him ecstasy on one night and...
No, dog.
Yeah, Ja Rule was tell you, dog. Oh, my mama. Told me that himself. He said, yeah, I was with Ja, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, he was all ecstasy up, so he...
What?
Whoa.
What?
It is crazy. Yeah, man. They said they walk around with a bag of them pills, man. Talk about me, you can't be serious. That X is everything. Get it? The X is everything. Ah.
Yo, this is a big statement you making here, man. You throw it.
Yeah, man, Ja Rule straight up. He's.
This is.
For all them homo niggas out there that want, give your man Ja Rule some X, and he'll.
Meanwhile, DMX also started speaking out against rappers who play industry games and do questionable things to gain favor with their label executives. And mind you, this was right around the time Ja Rule started getting cozy with Diddy and going to all those parties.
Now, you got issues with the industry. What's going down with the industry, dog?
The industry is full of a bunch of sucking, riding, bending over the desk straight up like that. Whoever don't like it, bring it. Bring it. I don't give a Bring it. Bring it. They got this new breed of rapper that's paying DJs to play.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They sucking the record label exec. And it's like there's too much of that going on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let me be me. Let me be the artist that I am and just play my. You get me?
Exactly.
Now they want you all up under this, you know, sitting at the going to dinner with them like that, and you know all that favor for a favor shit. I don't get down like that. Look, I give you the music, you give my money. That's it.
And it's crazy how a lot of these things DMX talked about 20 years ago are coming true. He was one of the first to shine a light on how some artists might be compromising themselves for fame and fortune. And we're now seeing this play out in real time. And while DMX remained a vocal critic of the industry until his untimely death, Ja Rule has mostly stayed quiet about these allegations. But his silence speaks volumes, especially since he openly decided to speak out after news broke that the feds found a bunch of freak-off tapes during the raids. The timing is interesting for sure, because why would Ja go on Piers Morgan to publicly declare his loyalty to Diddy the same month the feds raided Diddy's properties? And now fans can't help but wonder if DMX was right all along about Ja, Diddy, and the lengths some of these rappers will go to keep their place in the game. One fan said, X knew what was going on within the industry, the Illuminati Diddy parties. Read between the lines in his interview. He was totally exposing what's going on without saying it. And someone else wrote, the industry doesn't care about your tough boy image. They care about, are you willing to be down at any costs? We gotta stop thinking that just because someone sounds tough means they won't sacrifice themselves for fame and money. But what's your take on this? Do you think DMX was telling the truth about Ja Rule? And how do you feel about Ja defending Diddy? Drop your comments below and don't miss out on this next video.